Okay, there was the show LIRR, long time ago, and I played a monkey briefly. And at one point, someone grabbed the monkey's attacking someone to protect someone else, and someone grabs the monkey and throws the monkey across his little spider monkey and throws him across the room. And I went, you know, and something I did with my voice sounded like they didn't have to do anything with the tape, like fade it out. Because somehow I automatically did that as I watched the monkey go away, and it cracked them up for days. They just kept playing it over and over and over again. Like, how did you do that? I don't know. Somehow it just happened. But most of the time, if you try to do that, it doesn't sound right, you know. But somehow that just happened. And just things that end up being really funny that make the director laugh, and we all have a good time. I had a lot of fun recording Black Mokina with Monica. When she directed that, or all of it? I can't remember if it was all of it or some of it.
Well, Brina voice recorded for his first 8 episodes, and Monica continued to...
Okay, got it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
We had a lot. I had a lot of fun with Brina too, and I had a lot of fun. Oh, now I have a story. I just thought of one. I had a lot of fun with Monica because we just would throw, you know, when there's like parties happening and mokinas, Black mokinas in the background, we would throw the lines out, whatever was written, and we would just do our own, like always revolving around sake, and I need to be, you know, mokina being drunk. Stuff like that. And then, but then I played it because I wanted to put some of it on my demo, and you can't hear any of it. We worked really hard on all those lines, and you can't hear any of them because they're all really dumbed down, you know, to blend in. Okay, so the story, I just thought of. Okay, so who knows, my brain.
Take your time.
Not School Rumble. Wait, School Rumble is the one with Haruka who's sick, right?
No, you were eating Joe, right?
Oh, then School Rumble. Okay, then that's the one. What's the other one?
Rumbling Hearts.
Thank you.
Rumbling Hearts.
See how I get them mixed up. Okay, so School Rumble. So I wrote a little bit. I wrote some of the scripts, and Brina had said, "I want you to play this character." And I profess myself as not being a singer, and not being able to sing, because I don't feel that I'm very self-conscious about my singing. And so she said, "I want you to play this character, but is it okay if I have someone else sing for you?" She had not heard me sing. I had not tried to sing except for when you've got groups of people. I'm fine with that, no problem there. And I said yes. I said, "But will you allow me to at least try, at least work on the songs and try?" Because singing is the desire of my heart more than anything else. And somehow I just was not blessed with that. And unfortunately, I grew up in a family where they loved to make me cry whenever I sang. I would sing for competitions, and it was their supreme joy to destroy me anytime I tried to sing. So yeah, there's like, you know, stuff in there. So I worked really hard on this song. And I mean, I sang it at first, and she's like, "Yeah, definitely we're going to have someone sing for you." Like, totally fine. Like, I know. I get it. No big deal. She's like, "But keep working on it." So I kept working on it, and I sent her, you know, I think I worked on it for like a couple weeks or a month. Like, I worked on it for a while. And then I sent it back. She's like, "You know what? Based on the progress that you've made," she's like, "it's not there yet, but based on the progress that you made, I want you to try to do this." Well, Brina is a better voice coach than anyone I have ever met in my life. When we were doing it, anything I was doing wrong, Brina's outside the booth, there's this little tiny window like this, and somehow she just knows. And she says, "It sounds like you're doing this. Are you doing that?" Like, maybe I would get afraid of a note or shy, and I would just like tense up, or I would stop breathing or something. She's like, "Are you doing that? Okay, try to do this, or try to think of it this way, and everything she said just utterly, totally worked so that I could do it, and I got to sing. That's my voice in there. So that's a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
I do sing at some of my auditions here in New York, but it's the whole overcoming thing. It's the whole, I've been in musicals, guys, but it's the whole, when the audition says, really different, interesting types, then I go for it. It says, we want really amazing, what do they call it? Legit voice singers. I'll go for it. But I sang the other day. I had a lot of fun because they said it was a character from Singing in the Rain, and it was a character who had she was a silent film star, and she had the really annoying, super high-pitched squeak. I'm like, yes, I totally nailed that. I nailed that. Anyways, I sang a funny song too. They let me sing a funny song, so funny songs are good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are good. Give me the funny songs any day. Adelaide and Guys and Dolls. Anybody here know Guys and Dolls?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for them. I'm just waiting for them to have an audition for that because that's my part. Anyways, more questions? Oh, yes, so there's one here, okay, you in the red shirt, sorry if I'm pointing, sorry.
Are there other animes out there that you'd like to become a part of?
Sword Art Online. I would have loved to have been a part of that. I think I was here when they were doing it or something. What's the one, now I can't think of, it's me and Nate, the one that everybody loves, Moon.
Sailor?
I would have loved to have been a part of
Oh
that.
God, yeah. You would have been great in that.
I didn't even get to audition. I would have flown out to do everything. It makes me so sad. I mean, just if I'd gotten to try and not gotten the role, I would feel better. But the fact that I didn't even get to try makes me very sad. There was something I just saw on Netflix. I can't remember what it was called, but all my friends were in it. I was like,
Glitter Force, I think?
yes, that's the thing. Shucks. I just saw that. I was like,
Netflix.
Glitter Force.
Glitter Force something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doki Doki.
Yeah, it's a new series. It's
I
on
literally
Netflix.
just saw that last night. I was like, look at Stephanie's in it. Laura's in it. Debbie Derryberry, who I've never met.
Not to mention
And
Tara.
oh, dang it. But I hear in New York, and really a lot of stuff. There is not much here. There's Pokemon, and there's Yu-Gi-Oh. Did I say it right? I get it mixed up. In my head, I can't remember the correct way to say it. Please forgive me. I'm always like, is it Yu-Gi-Oh or Yu-Gi-Oh? There's basically those two things, and there's hardly ever anything else. I mean, I do work here, but it's usually dubbing Korean stuff, or there's a really cute show for kids. It's called Robot Trains. Check it out. It is really good. It's actually just really good. And sometimes French stuff. The French don't like my voice either, by the way.
Oh.
They don't like high voices. This is what I've heard. They don't like high voices, so whenever they have me come in, they're like, we want you to use your mommy voice. This is the mommy voice.
Mom.
But to try not to sound sexy. That's the mommy voice. They always want me to use that voice, which is fine with me. No problem there. But there is stuff here, just not a lot of anime stuff. And did I miss a question somewhere? Yeah, you have three. You have.
The first one actually took longer than I thought. But
Sorry.
But it's no problem that you wanted to share us that story. Thank you for that. All right. Second question was, what's the most challenging thing you've done?
Do you guys know Ikitosen?
Yeah.
Great show. Well, first one or third season for dubbed, while the second's dubbed in New York.
Yeah, I know. So that, especially, well, the first one, the first season was very challenging because they kept more tomboy, so I had a little heart of as early as you get. So more tomboy, and she was always really, really loud but high pitched. So it was, I felt like I was screaming all the time.
Yeah.
So sometimes I had a hard time with that. And figure, like, kind of locking into that, I love fighting. I couldn't quite lock into that. Usually I can just play there. You have everything in your heart, you know. It's there somewhere, even if you don't know it. And you don't have to been through stuff to play it.
Yeah.
But somehow I wasn't locking into that until I realized, okay, she loves fighting like I love acting to her, and I made that, and that made it easier. But that was challenging at first, and also Dan Geyser 3, which you guys don't know, was really, really hard. It was my first anime, and there was also all these fighting noises and effort noises and getting hit noises, and I didn't know how to make those at the time. The director kept telling me things like, you guys, I hope you like this. It's a little embarrassing. She kept saying, like, if you got punched or something, she would say, it's like when you have to go number 2. That's so funny. That's how she was trying to direct me. It was hilarious. And everything was higher, louder, higher, louder, higher, louder. So that was hard. And then there was one other show that was very difficult for me, but I don't want to talk about it that way. It's all good now. So, and then should I go to someone else's question or?
Yeah, I don't want to be.
Okay. So there were 2 here, and then I'll go over here. So I think in the red shirt, did I miss you?
Oh, no.
I got you? Okay, then over here.
Alright, your bio says that you travel around the world helping people. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. So I wanted to be a doctor missionary. I wanted to study medicine so I could help people in countries where they don't have access to doctors or money for doctors, especially Africa. It was my desire from the age of 8 years old. I thought I would meet an African child who didn't have parents, and that would become my child. I was before all the movie stars did this. I was, that was mine, and that would become my child. And I was like that way since I was 8 years old. So when I became a voice actor, because I realized I loved it more than I thought. I loved acting more than I thought. Actually, it was before that. Wait, what did you ask me specifically? How did that start, or where have I?
Yeah, like how it started, like what's it like doing it?
Okay, it's amazing. And it started, by the way, I just decided, I was still going to be a doctor at this point, but I was 16 or 15, and I thought, well, why do I have to wait till I become a doctor to help people? Because everybody waits until the time is right, and then people don't do it. So why can't I do that now? And I prayed, and these things came in the mail from 2 teenage missionary organizations that I'd never heard of. I'd never known anybody who had done this, ever. And I signed up for the one I liked, and the raised the money. It took like months and months and months. Like, I think we were done raising the money for like 5 months. And then I raised the money and got to go. And then from then on, I knew what to do. You know, I knew to, the second one, I went on, I went with them too. So the first one was Portugal, Russia, Romania, all 3 combined. Russia was a little scary at that point in time. We were followed by KGB, had machine guns held to our head, things like that. Portugal, Romania, and then after that, it was actually Little Havana, Florida. We worked with drug addicts and prostitutes and helped rebuild some things in churches and community-type centers. After that, then, what was my next? I can't remember the next one. I went with, I learned of a group on my first trip called Youth with a Mission, which, I mean, they are a Christian group, so you don't have to be a Christian to do this stuff, by the way, at all. You don't have to have any religious beliefs. Just look it up online. Help Third World. There are a million companies, a million ways to go. Train of thought. Sorry guys, my brain is totally fried.
Okay.
Okay.
Really, I'm doing too many things right now. Huh?
Crazy.
Where did I say the next trip was?
Philippines? You mentioned
No.
Romania, you mean Florida.
Russia. Oh, I learned with you. Okay, and then I think I had moved to LA, and I just found out my church was going to Mexico to build a house for a very poor family, so I went with them. And then the next trip, someone came up to me and said, I had a feeling that I should give this to you, and it was from their church, and I was just feeling it was time to go again. God, where do you want me to go? And then literally that day, someone came up to me, handed me a thing from their church, said, I feel like, I just felt like I should give this to you. And it was Australia, so I went there on that trip. And then, or I felt like Australia was the place I should go. And then after that, I got to know the group from my church that went, and finally Africa. So finally, it took most of my life. I finally got to go to Africa. And that was amazing. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Seeing those wild animals right on the street, like zebras and like monkeys, like just right on the street, like I was giggling like a schoolgirl the whole time. And the kids, oh my goodness. I mean, you get there and the kids are singing to you, and oh, you just lose it. And the first child I saw that wasn't singing to me, the first child I saw, I went and grabbed and picked up. And he was very heavy, and he was like 5. He wasn't a baby. And he had a dad, but I couldn't help myself. I was like, please, can I hold you? And so he followed me around the whole rest of the trip. He also made fun of my nose, which I thought was really funny. No, it wasn't him, it was his friend. His friend followed the other blonde girl around. Okay, I'm not even that blonde anymore, but I was then. And his friend follows the other blonde girl around, and when we catch them, when we're not supposed to be encouraging them, because we're not supposed to be encouraging the kids because they're supposed to be paying attention, and so you can't help it, right? So the kids are sitting behind you, and you're like, you can't help but like want to play with them. So I turn around, and the one kid, he's doing this. He's doing something funny with his face. And the other kids, I don't know, he was just making funny of something that was different. It was hilarious. So anyways, Africa, and amazing things happened there. And then the next trip, Philippines, and then Africa after that. And it has been amazing, and I wish I could go again. It's a lot harder for me now, though, health-wise. I have to take, so I don't know how many of you know that I have something called muscular dystrophy.
Yeah.
And I have something else that I need a major surgery for. It's very difficult to eat now because my intestines are like damaged, really badly damaged. And so I have to take about 150 pills a night to live. And to carry those kinds of pills and all the liquid that goes with it to another country is like, it's really hard. And then I can't go on a trip where I would like to go hiking through a jungle or like go really remote, and I can't physically, I'm not able to walk that much or to carry a backpack like that. So I just haven't been able to go in a long time. And then the money's always difficult. I've never had that kind of money. I was raised in a very poor family. I just haven't, voice actors don't make what you think they do, guys. Whoa.
Yeah.
So like not even. So I've just never, raising the money, it's like, it takes months and it's really hard work. So it's a lot harder than just going. But when you're young and it's your first trip, everybody wants to give you money to go. So if you're young and you want to go, do it now.
Yeah.
Everybody gets really excited because as you get older and you do it more often, all your friends and family, if you're good at writing to business is great. I've never had any luck with that. But as you get older and you go like I do, I'm sorry, talking your head up. It becomes this thing of, oh, this is just Carrie's thing, she just does this. So nobody's excited about it anymore, you know?
Yeah.
That's when you've got to get smart and do it with businesses. I just don't know how. Other questions? Oh, and again, I just want to say one thing. There is nothing like having your life count for someone else's. You'll gain more from doing something like that than you will from doing anything else in your entire life. So if you want to do it, do it. Anyways, okay, there was one, I think you had your hand up too.
Yeah, I had my hand up.
So
it's
there's a
me.
question back there?
Oh, back
Yeah,
there?
that's
Oh,
me.
can I get him? Because I,
Sure.
okay, go ahead.
What was your experience in Crayon FaceTime with the Google?
Crayon. Oh my goodness, yes! Oh, it was awesome! Okay, so you guys know I'm a Christian girl, right? You maybe figured that out. So I try not to cuss. Of course, New York's ruined me a little bit. Yeah, and so did acting school. They encourage it. But so at that time, I rarely ever said a cuss word. The only time I said a cuss word is if a spider was crawling somewhere near me.
Don't blame you.
Everything goes out the door when there's a spider nearby. And so it was really fun because it was my job and I had to say cuss words. It was really fun. And she says the worst things, and some of the things I didn't like, but some of the things she says are just hilarious. I had so much fun with that character. And she's so she's mean sometimes. Oh, that was a really fun part. And then when we recorded, whatever the last season was that we recorded, I was actually dealing with the IRS. Does anybody have that pleasure? I hope nobody has to. Then it was my 4th year dealing with the IRS. Apparently they didn't like the guy who did my taxes in California. So it was my 4th year, and the woman who is my auditor was just not allowing me things that is written in the IRS book that are allowable. And I was like, it says here, do not say this to me or I will send you to court and you will lose. That was her attitude. So I was so frustrated. So recording the last volume, whenever she got to cuss, I was like, I need this right now. It was great. Sorry, it was great. And there up here.
Yeah, what are some of your memories working on Ultramaniac?
Oh,
Is that-
I love
is
that
that-
show.
And I want to add one more thing. You and you as Nina and Stephanie Shea as Ayu Tatiishi had great chemistry together.
You know what? Stephanie was part of the reason I got that part.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she actually recommended me to those directors, and they called me in based on her recommendation.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
That's good.
amazing, and it was so much fun working with her. We didn't get to work in the booth together, but we got to do a lot of things when we were recording that show together.
Yeah, that's great because most of the time everyone's working separately, you know.
Yeah. We had birthday party together. Our birthdays are like 5 days apart or something, 3 days or something like that. So we
Yeah.
had birthday parties together, and it was so much fun working with her.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I really miss that. I really miss that a lot. Stephanie, I miss you. It's a very recording live. I miss you. Anyways, okay, I see one. Who has not gotten? You haven't gotten? Okay,
I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, you haven't gone yet?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
I have a very good one. In the show, Sarge Frog, what is the deepest relation between Angomar and Carol so much?
Do you mean
Angomar, you know.
Okay, so Agent, what was the deepest?
Relation between Angomar and Carol.
Well, Angomar loved. You're talking about the main frog, right?
Yeah, Angomar, the girl who used Armageddon.
Yeah, Armageddon. Loved the main frog.
Yeah, Carol, the green frog.
Cararo. I could not think of that. Inglewa was in love with.
Yeah, because they deep relations.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Tamaba gets jealous.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, Inglewa was in love. Who else has not had one? You haven't?
Yes, doing voice work for video games, how does that compare? And is there anything that sticks out? Any characters that are memorable?
It's very different. The characters are still memorable if you get to record for a while. If it's like a 2-hour gig and you're just recording bits, it's hard to remember. But if you're recording like for a couple days or a few days, or it's something like Dynasty Warriors that's ongoing, you definitely remember. But it's different because you've got this, sometimes you've got a book like this big or several of them. And then you've got stacks of papers this big within the book that are like your character, and it's just line after line after line after line after line. And you don't have any picture to go with it. And you just record the line 3 different ways, and sometimes you have no idea what's actually going on in the video game. Sometimes you're lucky and the director explains to you what's actually going on, which is great. And you just record it like 3 different ways, and they take their favorite one, or they're like, okay, can you try it this way, or can you know, it's very different because you don't know as much of the story. You're guessing by the line about what's actually happening there, or they've gotten to where now they'll write a little blurb to the side, like, just got punched. Okay, thanks. I know it's that kind of a noise, you know, or this line's just won a big battle. So you know it's that kind of a line, or lost a big battle. So that helps a lot. There were 2 over here. Yeah. Can I go with the lady first?
Yes, you can.
Ladies first. Yeah.
Okay. What was it like working on I Need My Strawberry Eggs?
I loved it, and it was great. And Crispin was so.
Yeah, that was going to be my.
He was a great director, and I didn't even know who he was because I didn't really know anime until recording it. So I didn't. You know, he was a great director. He was a real actor's director. And I loved what he did with the show. I think they rewrote the end a little bit, so to make it not so okay. Like, I think in Japan, the original version, I was told, was they made the whole relationship more okay. So that was great. That wasn't just Crispin, it was everybody involved. But that was a lot of fun, and it was a great character, and it was a great story. And all the relationship between all of the characters. That was my first time with Stephanie Shea, because she was in there too. Well, or
She wasn't there. She played the really
tomboyish.
Yeah. She confessed to what's his name, and then turns out that guy liked your character.
That's right. And I didn't. I liked somebody else. Yeah.
You like Crispin Freeman's character.
Yeah, and then the whole confusion with that was awesome. The whole like, why do I have these feelings? And but this is my teacher. That was really great. And you had one?
Yeah. Your experience with Shuffle as Kaide, was it challenging, and did you enjoy the role?
Challenging was directing it, because I directed the first volume.
Yeah.
I did not like having to direct scripts that I wrote. I would have liked it much better, because I felt it was I felt responsible for the whole thing, and if it was bad, it was my fault. So I would have liked much better directing if somebody else had written those scripts. Luckily, everybody we cast was really great. It turned out that the person that we liked best for that role, we also liked for another role, and then 2 of the characters that we wanted to cast in both said roles. Ryu is it? I can't remember the other one.
God.
But the other one, I think she had pink hair. Pink hair or red hair. Yeah, I can't remember her name. Anyways,
Yeah.
the more like excited one who talks really fast.
Oh, yeah.
So the character that we wanted to cast in Kaide, opposite her, they sounded exactly alike. So we weren't able to do that. So I wound up with the role, and actually playing her wasn't difficult. It was, no. Playing her was awesome. I love it when she goes crazy. Again, it's that thing that you never get to do. It's so much fun.
Well, it was so unexpected, too, when it built up to that point.
And then Todd directed me then, and Todd was like, Carrie, I want you to just lose it. Are you afraid of like going too crazy, or like being looked down on, or like having people think, no, I want you to go there. I want you to go to that place that you never go. And I'm like, yes. Did I answer your question, by the way?
Yeah.
I will never forget I Made Me Strawberry X. I loved it. It's still one of my favorite experiences. Who has not, you're pointing to somebody. Oh, we have a couple minutes. Okay, have you not had one?
Oh,
Yeah, there's two. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, and then,
out of all of your roles, which one is your favorite? And if it's Lozana, what's your second favorite?
well, my favorite is a combination. I can't pick one. My favorite is Rock On Hibernate Runway. If you haven't seen that, please hide it. Just hide it. Please see it. Hibernate Runway. It's amazing. That's that. ROD, the TV series, Nancy, because it was the first deep voiced one. Shin Chan, Penny. Black Mochina, or any Mochina for that matter. And I also really liked Asa in Trinity Blood because it was very different. Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and mine is kind of a little weird. If you had to pick a character where you would like to go off on the spree and get in trouble with, or possibly get arrested in the future, who would you pick, and then who would you pick to bail you guys out?
Okay, so would if I was really get in trouble?
Yeah, who would you pick to be your partner in crime, and then when you guys got arrested, who would be the one to bail you out?
Two characters come to mind. Peppo in Count of Monte Cristo, because she was devious. So she would be a great robber or something. And then she would try to sweet talk her way out of anything. Hi, officer, you know. Or Asa in Trinity Blood, because she would just bash her way out of everything. Like if anything happened, oh yeah. So that's who I'd want to be. Oh, but then Asa would be great to rescue. Okay, who would I pick to rescue me that is not something that I played? Give me some clues. Daddy and Salty Ray? I don't know why, but that character comes to mind.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were always he was always there. I'm drawing a blank.
Just give me a sec.
Who would be a really cool female character to rescue me?
Okay, just give me a sec.
Who's a great, strong,
Neil from
Urza from Bigger.
huh?
First, the person at the key. Wait to break the wall.
Gravity from Black Lagoon.
Oh, wait, I got it. No, I got it. Oh, because I don't know that one. Kurogane. Kurogane, yes, Kurogane. He could rescue me. Why am I picking guys? I just can't think of the strong girls right now. I mean, I wouldn't pick, what's her name from Ikitosen? I just wouldn't. She would just get us into more trouble, huh? Oh, I could pick the one from Ikitosen with the blue hair.
The blue short hair with eyes.
Yeah, that one. I could pick that one. There were questions over here.
If you could spend a whole day with any character you voiced, who would it be and why?
Can I come back to that? Because I didn't think about that. Did you asked one, right?
Not yet.
You didn't, but you did. Daddy, you did?
Oh, I asked.
Yeah, you did. Okay. You haven't had one with the red shirt up here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
What was it like voicing Haruka in Rumbling Heart?
Oh gosh, I wanted that part. I already knew of that show and I really wanted that part, and I absolutely loved voicing her. Oh, it's fantastic. You know, she hits the bottom and bounces back, and her heart is always broken, and I wanted to play that part because of what she goes through and everything. I love voicing her. One particular scene was a little difficult, though, in that show. Okay, ask your question one more time. Who would I want to spend the day with? Who would I want to spend? Did I play? Mochina.
I kind of felt that it was going to be.
I think white Mochina, though, maybe, would get me in less trouble than black Mochina would. Is that, where are we at time-wise?
About 3 minutes.
Okay.
Here.
Here, oh my goodness.
Yeah, so don't be
here?
confused.
Yeah. You were saying it before. You were. This might be a little deep question, but you were. You obviously you have a background with Christianity and Christian background. Was there any problem with working on a show like Ikitosen?
I cried for 48 hours straight after I watched the first 4 episodes. Yeah, 48 hours I did not stop crying. And I went to Jonathan and I said I can't ever do a show like this again. And it wasn't really totally because of what's her name? Help me. My character. Thank you. Hagabu. It wasn't really, seriously guys, I'm just that stressed out right now. That's why I'm forgetting, I'm just so stressed out. My life is like a million miles a minute. Hagabu, it wasn't really because of anything she does, it was because of the scenes between the 2 girls. The one girl who does something really bad to the other girl. And the other bad girl, oh man, you guys. I went to Jonathan and I said, is this, I don't want to say it, the P word that you, the name that you have for certain things that, I asked Jonathan if that was this, if that's what this was, and he said no. He said it's what they call etchy. And I said, okay, it doesn't make a difference to me because to me it's that P word, and I can't do a show like this again because I'm a Christian. I can't like, and he said, well, I thought it would be okay because your character is so innocent. And so a lot of things transpired. Well, for one thing, I wasn't willing to back out. I had already recorded the first 4 episodes, and I wasn't going to damage the company and the people who cast me by backing out after I already gave my word that I would do something. But Jonathan was very careful after that point, and also Funimation would tell me not to audition for certain shows. But then after a while, I also got a little bit used to. I'm kind of like, okay, this is just anime. A lot of it is like this. So some of the fan service doesn't bother me as much, but the really like that, yeah. But then again, see, the thing is that was so in your face, and that was so. The guy who wrote it even said, I made it for guys. He said that, right? I put it in there just to do this for guys. If it's something like a wartime story, and a horrible thing is happening to a female in a wartime story, well, that's true. That's true to life, and that's a different thing for me.
Context.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then, okay, let me just make this for total gratification, you know? So anyways, do I have time for more? You.
Let me check this out.
Yeah. With your role as Chaos as Heaven's Lost Prophet.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
I love that show. How did you feel when it came to deal with that fight scene, as far as when Chaos is always asking questions about trying to understand what love is?
Okay, I don't remember the fight scene itself, but I do remember Chaos trying to understand what love is. I don't know.
The battle scene where she got drenched into the sea.
I was like, she's just crazy, and she has no context for this, and she's trying to understand it. I mean, she was created, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess I thought of her as a bit demonic, trying to understand what it's like to be human. I don't know, I think that's how I thought of it. Or somebody who was maybe terribly abused and went crazy because they were abused and didn't, I don't know, someone who wanted to experience, wanted to be good, wanted what everybody else had but just couldn't get it. I don't know, it's about time? Okay, so we're cut off. I am so sorry for any questions I didn't get to answer.
It's okay.
I've had so many of these panels where, that's why I sometimes went off on tangents and talked a lot, because I'm so used to having these panels where people don't have questions and don't know what to ask, and you're sitting there, you're like, okay, what should I say now? So you guys had so many questions. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I went off
You.
And there's autograph signings later. I know.
Those will be there.
I do, where are they?